Alright, welcome back to another fantasy video. It has been a while, hasn't it? Let's quickly look through my teams. I've had two absolutely horrendous events in a row now. This is the playoffs for Bucharest. Quite self-explanatory, really. Just horrible. And I mean, I didn't actually get the time to make a video for this one. But I mean, what is this event? Online best of ones? What are we doing? What are we doing here? Like, am I supposed to predict this? And then Gamer Legion can't get through to the major? Like, I don't know what to say. Yeah, I think it's better for everyone that I didn't make a video about this one, because if someone had copied my picks, they probably would have been knocking at my door at this point. But anyway, let's move on. Let's forget about it. Just forget about it. It's time for IEM Melbourne group stage. Now we have the classic IEM tournament style bracket here with Group A and Group B. First thoughts. I'm immediately looking at this matchup because Pain are without Big Usera. And I think everyone is gonna go Mouse and Vitality. And I can't really blame them for doing that, but I feel like now is a really good time to go in on FaZe. And I know FaZe have been super inconsistent and they have not lived up to the hype after the Elise transfer, but if they can't get through here with Mongols struggling, Complexity, yeah, they've been playing decent, but FaZe already beat them in the playoffs last event, and I mean, they should be able to do it again. Like, if you can't, I assume Mongols are going to win, but if Complexity end up here, then you know what I'm saying. If FaZe can't get to the upper finals here, then I'm never picking FaZe again. Never, ever. But I think now is a decent time to go in on FaZe. Like, Mouse has a pretty decent bracket as well. This matchup is super difficult to call. I'm not even going to try. This could go either way. Obviously, Gamer Legion heartbroken, not getting to the major. Not sure how that's going to affect them, or if it's going to affect them at all. But yeah, I mean, Mouse should get through here, and obviously they are the favorites to take the whole group, but I just think the upside with FaZe is too good to just completely ignore them. Vitality should get through here. This one is interesting. Can Navi find some form? Falcons with Monesi now, obviously. A lot of hype around there. I'm not sure. I'm expecting Falcons versus Navi here, but it could go either way. But let's look at the players. So, obviously, Vitality are super expensive. Mouse are okay pricing. Like, their pricing seems to be pretty good, even though they perform super well. I think Navi is just too expensive. I just can't go there at the moment. Would be a fun gamble, but it's just impossible with this pricing, really. Mongols don't inspire me at the moment, but FaZe do. For some reason, FaZe do. Well, partly because of the bracket. Yeah, I just think it has a huge upside if FaZe do well here. Now, my one problem here is my budget pick. I'm like 99% sure Kixen is going to be my budget pick. Because if you look at the bracket, I'm expecting them to beat Saw. Obviously, now they lose probably. Even if they lost to Navi here, they would drop down here and face probably VP or Liquid. They should beat that. I feel like they should take the whole lower group, or yeah, the lower side of the bracket if they manage to lose here. So I'm not too worried about that. And that's why I really like Kixen. He performed quite well at Bucharest actually, so I like him as a budget pick. ZTR my fantasy goat. Unfortunately, I don't think this is the event to pick him because his bracket is just too difficult starting off against 3D Max, and then I don't think it's the time. Complexity, just a bit expensive for me and a difficult bracket. And I know, like, Shuhei is kind of intriguing. But when you look at the bracket, he has a tough game against VP, which they could easily lose, even if the odds say that they are favorites. Then they would face off against Vitality, and then they would drop down here, probably a decent chance to take it, and then probably against Falcons or Navi here, which they shouldn't win. So I don't think Shuhei is the play, unfortunately. It would enable some nice drafts, which I'm about to show you, but unfortunately, I don't think that's the play here. Now, what I've found is that it's super difficult. Like, if you wanted to go just a basic double mouse, double vitality, then this is it right here. Don't look any further. This is the team if you want to go double mouse, double vitality. We got Kixen, as I said, my budget pick, and you know, just a solid team around. Roll on, he can be okay. Never know. But yeah, my point is, I want to go in on FaZe. But if I take Elish and Brokey, which are the two players I would want, then I can't do Flames and Mezzy because the money is not there. I can't do Flames and Apex because the money is not there. So that's a problem. And then I thought maybe I just go single vitality and go all in on FaZe here with the big boys. And yeah, it can work. And then you can take like Brolan, and you have the options of CTR, Electronic, Shuhei. But as I said, I'm like pretty adamant that I want Kixen as my budget pick. So that makes it difficult. And now you could look towards someone like Naf, but as I said, the bracket is just tough, and I feel like it's too early for Liquid, and Naf has not been in form for quite a while. So I think it's difficult to justify going that route. Unfortunately, it would be pretty cool. And even if I went with Messi here, 194 is kind of an awkward price point. I really don't have anything like Magisk, no thank you. I mean, Ultimate, maybe, but again, the brackets, and I don't trust Liquid, so it's just super difficult to get a double FaZe. And then, of course, I thought, well, maybe if I had to, and I would go with Rain, then I still can't do double Vitality with Flames. I can do Messi and Apex, but who wants to do that, really? I mean, it could work, but low. I'm not going to do that. Do like Rops and Magisk again, like it's just difficult. It's super difficult. Brolan, I don't know. Kind of cooked. So I've been playing around. Like Elish would be my pick here, probably. Brokey can be good, but he's so inconsistent. I mean, FaZe has been inconsistent, as has Elish as well, but it's just super difficult to get it to work. Like, this is pretty much where I'm at the moment. Let me see here, like something like this. This doesn't look too bad. Obviously, I would prefer to go 2-2-1 because I promise you the team that is gonna win this fantasy event is gonna have two teams or two players from the team that wins the upper final here and two players who wins the upper final here, and then a good budget pick. That's just how this format always works out in fantasy. It's really rarely you see like 2-1-1-1 drafts like really high up. I feel like this has a lot of upside. Obviously, we have FaZe and Mouse in the same, but they're on different sides of the bracket. So if they meet here, it's not the worst thing. And then I would expect Mouse to beat FaZe, so Brolan could do well and Brokey could frag, so it could actually work out. That's where my head is at currently. Yeah, here's like the Mouse draft I showed you. Just some thoughts and ideas here, I guess. Like, here's one with Shuhei who would enable like pretty nice draft here if I wanted to go more in on FaZe. And then we have Robs as the standalone Vitality player. Again, Brolan shows up. here's if you want to go super bonkers and buy into the Falcons hype. Here we have Falcons, FaZe, and again Shuhei, which I don't love. And here's my leash with NAF, but again, I just don't really have any faith in it. So this is where I'm at currently. I'm gonna think about this some more. I just wanted to get this video out a bit earlier because I usually upload way too late, like a day before the event. I wanted to give the people the chance to watch it and perhaps share their ideas in the comments. I would love to hear your guys' opinions on this event. Would be super interesting, and I'll try and upload before every event now again when I missed the last one. So this is where I'm at currently. It has potential for sure. Couldn't really find a better one if I'm honest with trying to go with FaZe. I would love double FaZe, but it's just super difficult to do without going for like Shuhei. So yeah, that's where I'm at currently. As always, if you enjoy the content, like and subscribe. Leave a comment. Would actually really love to hear your guys' opinions. Good luck with this one. And let's see how Falcons do their new lineup.